guys really are cowboys.
What's your problem, Kazansky?
Hello everyone. Top Gun 1986 is an American action drama film directed by Tony Scott and produced by Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer in association with Paramount Pictures. This movie tells about the Top Gun Naval Fighter Weapons School, where is the best of the best trained to refine their elite flying skills. When hotshot fighter pilot Maverick, young Tom Cruise, is sent to the school. His reckless attitude and cocky demeanor put him at odds with the other pilots, especially the cool and collected Iceman, Val Kilmer. But Maverick isn't only competing to be the top fighter pilot, he's also fighting for the attention of his beautiful flight instructor, Charlotte Blackwood, Kelly McGillis. Now, in this video you'll see how have the actors of the movie, Top Gun, changed. You'll know their original names and age. I will show you how they looked in 1986, and what's with them now in 2022. And please, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Here we go. Johnson is the air boss at Top Gun. He hates Maverick for buzzing the tower, which causes him to spill his coffee on his uniform. He then goes to Jester and Viper and complains about the flyby that both Maverick and Goose did of his tower. Played by Duke Stroud. His real name is Lieutenant Charles Piper. He is a naval aviator and graduate of Top Gun. His radar intercept officer is Sundown. Chipper was seen at the Top Gun graduation ceremony speaking to Sundown, inquiring about Maverick's whereabouts. Played by Adrian Pardar.
You screw up just this much, you'll be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong. Yes, sir.
Commander Tom "Stinger" Jordan is the Commander Air Group of the USS Enterprise, a United States nuclear aircraft carrier. He is Maverick, Goose and Cougar's commanding officer. At the opening of the film, he is in the radar room checking on the number of F-14 that take off from and land onto the deck of the ship. Played by James Tolkien. Lieutenant Rick Hollywood Nevin is a naval aviator and graduate of Top Gun. His radar intercept officer is Wolfman. Hollywood and Wolfman's aircraft was shot down in the final engagement with the 6 MiG-28s. Played by Whip Hubley. Lieutenant Marcus "Sundown" Williams is Chipper's radar intercept officer. He is first seen at the bar when Maverick and Goose sing to Charlie. He was later temporarily assigned as Maverick's Rio shortly after Goose's death. Sundown and Maverick had a fallout because of Maverick still being upset over Goose's death. Played by Clarence Gilliard Jr.
Mav, you must have sold under a lucky star, huh? First the MiG, and then you guys slide into Cougar spot.
We didn't slide into Cougar spot, it was ours.
Yeah, well, some pilots wait their whole career just to see if they go close.
Lieutenant Ron "Slider" Kerner is Iceman's Rio. Slider has a rather cocky personality, similar to Iceman. In the final engagement in Top Gun, Iceman and Slider shoot down one of the 6 MiG-28s. Another MiG-28 damaged their F-14, and that MiG was shot down by Maverick and Merlin. Played by Rick Rossovich. Lieutenant Leonard Wolfman Wolf is an informant to Charlie. When Maverick leaves Top Gun after falling into depression over the death of Goose, Wolfman informs Charlie that Maverick quit the program. Played by Barry Tubb. Lieutenant Bill Cougar Cortell is Maverick's wingman while in the air, and during their last engagement together, a MiG acquires a missile lock on his aircraft. While the enemy plane did not fire, the encounter put Cougar into shock, causing him to have trouble focusing and flying. Played by John Stockwell.
I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you to our commanding officer, Top Gun, the very first man to win the Top Gun trophy. I'll find a finer fighter pilot anywhere in the world.
Lieutenant Commander Rick Jester Heatherly is a naval aviator and an instructor at Top Gun. Both he and Viper trained Maverick, Goose, Iceman, Slider, Hollywood, and Wolfman during their time at Top Gun. During Top Gun Hard Lock, Jester is still around to also train more next-generation pilots. Played by Michael Ironside.
Good pilot is compelled to always evaluate what's happening, so he can apply what he's learned.
Commander Mike Viper Metcalf is an instructor and an old friend of Maverick's father, Duke Mitchell. He is a Vietnam War vet who flew a McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom II alongside Duke. When he first meets Maverick, he is not impressed about him being below the hard deck, nor him buzzing the tower, which got Air Boss Johnson upset. Viper was portrayed by Tom Skerritt.
Sleep. You know, when I first realized that you were the Top Gun, all I could think about was getting that trophy.
Lieutenant Nick Goose Bradshaw was a naval flight officer and Maverick's radar intercept officer. While clearly able to enjoy himself and have a good time, Goose was clearly more level-headed than his partner Maverick, which is shown through his family and slightly more serious personality. He's a skilled Rio and married to Carol, a fiery young woman with whom he has a son, Bradley. Goose was portrayed by Anthony Edwards.
Still dangerous.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Tom Iceman Kazansky was one of only a few United States naval aviators to be sent to Top Gun. He had an extremely cocky personality and was known for his big ego, as was his Rio, Slider. His signature bleached hair tips are closely associated with the fact that he is the best pilot in the new class of Top Gun students. The role was performed by Val Kilmer. Lieutenant Sam Merlin Wells is a naval flight officer and was originally Cougar's Rio until Cougar quit. He is later assigned as Maverick's Rio after Maverick graduated from Top Gun and was recalled back to the USS Enterprise. Played by Tim Robbins.
So, Maverick, Goose tells me you're in love with one of your instructors.
Is that right? I didn't tell her that.
Carol Bradshaw was the wife of Nick Goose Bradshaw. Carol and Nick had a son, Bradley, who was 4 years old at the time of his father's death. The role was performed by Meg Ryan. At the time of filming, Meg Ryan's age was at 24. Ryan was also likely in her mid-20s during the events of the film.
You need to be doing it better and cleaner than the other guy. Now, what is it? Just want to serve my country, be the best fighter pilot in the Navy, sir.
Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell is a U.S. naval aviator and the protagonist of Top Gun. Maverick is an excellent pilot but has a dangerous and reckless flying style. Early scenes in the movie, such as Maverick's encounter with an unnamed MiG-28, where he comes from above, canopy to canopy with the enemy pilot, are proof of this. The role was performed by Tom Cruise. Charlie Blackwood is a civilian contractor at Top Gun and the love interest of Maverick. At a party, the day before the program started, Charlie met Maverick, Goose and some others, and she told Maverick she doesn't date students. The two of them fell in love within the next few weeks, and they shared a romantic scene at the dockyard shortly before Goose's death. The role was performed by Kelly McGillis.